You know you love yourself some LeBron James.
Yeah. You know they're gonna happen. He the GOAT.
He's a goat. He's a goat.
I just got off the phone with MJ last night just to remind him.
You should have
hung up on him.
Hung up on him.
Yeah. Say the GOAT.
The blasphemy coming out of your mouth right now. Okay, it's okay. You can believe that. You can believe that.
The man still going strong at 21. But we'll do. I'm sure. You know what?
Right.
Bro, I was watching this at first and I wanted to record it, but like, yeah, no. I was going to show this one little comment right here. Wait, where is it? No, bruh. There was a comment I saw. I'm sad now. There's a comment that just said you have two of the biggest stands. Like it was basically like you have the biggest MJ stand, you have the biggest LeBron stand, right here, arguing, and like I was just, bro, that made me want to react to this.
The first LeBron topic.
Right.
Don't need to be nobody.
Here's what
don't need to be nobody there.
Here's what's gonna hurt you.
What's gonna hurt him?
Because you see, when you talking like that, people like, but shit, that. No, I'm gonna sit back and let you talk, and then I'm gonna say, you finish. You sure?
No.
Oh my God, are you, bro? Steven, hey, he like a smooth criminal over. He just like, Oh, okay. You done? No. Okay, continue. Continue. Oh, you done yet? Bro, it's like the opposite. He's the opposite of Skip. Instead of saying, it's my turn, instead of being like that, he's just like, oh, you finished? No? Okay, continue. Don't let me interrupt you. Don't let me interrupt you. Continue. Talk your truth. I mean, not really true, but talk your shit. All right. Like,
and you're gonna be like, nah. And I'm gonna say, you gotta wait now.
You gotta wait now. Oh,
here I come.
Bro.
And you have to deal with the tsunami that I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna rain down upon you when it comes, especially to that subject. Especially to that subject. And that's where you're gonna hurt yourself. Listen, LeBron. Listen, I got this man. The game was started in 1947. I got LeBron James, the thousands of players that have played in the NBA. I got him number 2 all time.
Yeah.
You got people walking around like that's disrespect.
It is.
See, that's emotion.
It is.
Walking around like that's disrespect.
It is.
I got him.
He didn't even. He was. It is. It is. No offense about that. It is. It's disrespectful. How dare thee? How dare you? How dare you, bro?
See, that's emotion. That's emotion right there. Listen, let me tell you something right now. I personally believe a legitimate argument could be made that I'm sitting in front of the greatest tight end in the history of football. Some people bring in Gronk, Tony Gonzalez, other players, whatever, Travis Kelce, of course. But you in the conversation, you understand? And you know, because your brethren, I mean, they give you mad love and respect, right? I can say that. But my point to you is that if somebody said you weren't number 1, you don't feel insulted.
No.
So why you got to be insulted about LeBron?
Because.
Because.
That's emotion.
But it goes.
Huh? That's emotion.
That's emotion.
Storm was coming.
He emotional. Look at him. Look at him acting emotional.
Right. See, your storm happened for 9 years, then took 2 years off. Right. And it happened for 3 years, and took another 3 years off. And then it kind of just was like drizzling. My storm been going for 21 years raining.
You could say that, and my retort to that would be 6 NBA Finals losses.
So they only.
Hold on. Just 6 final losses. 6 finals losses.
Let me ask you a question.
6.
I just want you to tell me one thing, and we're gonna debate this.
Sure.
Tell me the team that he faced that was the 2017 or the 2018 Golden State Warriors.
What do you mean? I don't understand your question.
Michael Jordan. Tell me the team.
You talking about Michael Jordan?
I want you to tell me the team that Michael Jordan faced that was the equivalent of the 17 and 18.
No one. Can I respond to that?
Sure.
Can I tell you why? No one. Do you know why?
Why?
Because none of them had Jordan.
No.
That's exactly why. Okay, let me.
That's bull. No. He's trolling. Like one thing, I don't watch basketball. I don't care for basketball like that. But one thing I will say is that, like, nah, bruh. I know enough about basketball to know LeBron faced no one, like, special like that. Like, there was never a team he faced like that. that's why everyone was just like afraid. Like giving kudos to Stephen A. He has a point. It's like there was no other like Michael Jordan was such a goat. He was such a god at the time that like there was no one on his level. LeBron James has been beat to the point where it's like there were several times where like he was not the best player on the court for his own team or for his own or like in general. And so like like I will give him that, but it's just like the way I see it, LeBron James is a team player. Michael Jordan is just a player. Like if Michael doesn't show up for a game, like if he's not the best scorer, I feel like if Michael Jordan isn't the best scorer in the game, if he's not the best scorer on his, like if he is not the top scorer on his team, he's losing. Like the team's losing. You know the team's losing. But if LeBron James is not the best scorer on his team, or if he's not the lead scorer on his team, I feel like the chances of them winning is still relatively good as long as everyone else picks up the slack, if not plays a bit better than how they're playing. But that's just me, though. That's just me. I don't pay attention to basketball like that. I'm football. I don't pay
See, that's the ultimate equalizer or usurper. Pick whichever one you want to pick. Do you understand that Jordan is 6-0 in NBA Finals?
Yes.
Do you understand that Jordan was MVP all 6 NBA Finals?
Yes.
Do you understand that Jordan never even allowed a final series to go 7 games? You understand that? It never went 7 games.
I also know he didn't start to go in the finals until Larry Bird back went out.
Excuse me. 10-time NBA scoring champion. 9-time all defensive first team. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So in other words, it was LeBron on both sides of the ball. Was he that dominant?
Oh, he was right about. You know he should have won. You know he should have won.
Are you kidding me?
Stephen A.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? You know good and well LeBron James should have one defensive player of the year.
Bruh. Forget him being like Skip. Forget it. He's gonna be like Steven. He gonna be like that now. Forget saying Skip. He gonna be saying Steven. He gonna be like.
How does Marc Gasol, who's a second team all defensive player, be defensive player of the year?
I agree with that. But the flip side to it is that as we watched LeBron James, even with his greatness at one point in time as a defensive player, we never looked at him and said, "Oh my God, that's that dude defensively."
Yeah.
Now, LeBron is universally respected and revered. MJ was feared. You know the difference.
You say revered?
LeBron is universally respected and revered.
Revered, yeah.
MJ was feared.
I will say, Shaq did say that once. He was just like, look, LeBron's respected. MJ was feared. Like, that's the thing. Like, that was the one thing. A lot of I will say, Shaq always said that. He's like, LeBron is respected. Everyone respects him. Everyone loves him. Everyone's there for him. MJ was feared. You saw you were playing LeBron. I mean, you saw you were playing LeBron. It was you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, we get to play against the GOAT. Shit, let's go. But you saw you were playing against the Chicago Bulls, the peak MJ. You sat here and just said, "Fuck him." Why? You said you looked at God and asked him, "Why does he hate you?" Like,
you know the difference.
You know the difference.
Because there are people who have feared you. You know the difference better than me. You know the difference between reverence and fear.
Look,
you know this.
You like John Wick. I like James Bond.
He's all right. Hold on. Can I have James Bond? I prefer James Bond. I prefer James Bond. You can be John Wick.
Okay.
I prefer James Bond.
Why are we picking? He's like, hey, for this night, I want to be James Bond. Shaken, not stirred. You can have the dead dog. I want the shaken, not stirred. You know what I'm saying? You could be the dead dog. Cause you dying in this debate. You're my dog, and you're dying in this debate. So you could be the dead dog, cause that's what happened. You a dead dog. You die. You my dog, and you dying in this debate. But I want the shaken, not stirred. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's
John Wick shot up the whole place, kill everybody.
Okay.
James Bond killed a few people, but got the ladies. They do the same thing.
That's right. Remember when Halle Berry was walking out
the ocean? When
he was walking out the ocean and he said, "Magnificent view." Remember that?
I remember that.
The smoke. And that was that stuff. It's stuff like Pierce Brosnan. But Daniel Craig. Of course, Sean Connery,
yeah.
the man. Okay, I mean, I'm trying to say the versatility of James Bond is where
the versatility of Go James.
You could say that, but at the
could
end
guard
of the
1 through 5. You seen him do it.
I'm not denying that.
Shut down Tony Park on one end. In the last 5 minutes, say I got Timmy D.
I also saw him get checked when Jason Terry was guarding him in the post in the finals against Dallas. You going to deny that?
No.
Okay then.
So
let me ask you a question. Has there ever been a time when Michael Jordan showed up in an NBA Finals and you literally looked at him and said, "Yo, he ain't show up.
He ain't playing nobody."
Come on.
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna do it like this here.
Sure.
Tell me the guy that he faced that was the equivalent of Kevin Durant in the NBA Finals.
Michael Jordan. Well, I would
or
say
Steph Curry.
I wouldn't say the equivalent of Kevin Durant, but let's go down the list. He beat Magic for his first title.
Magic was 73.
Magic was 73. No. Well, yo, I don't know basketball like that. Bro. My man's Luffy's the basketball geek. He's my man's Luffy. Yo, Luffy, you a nerd. I know you are. Like, yo, was he actually 73? I don't keep up with basketball like that. Nah. He just said Magic was 73, my man. Magic was 73, my dog. Bro, he was just getting ready to retire. He was about to go to the senior home and everything.
Go down the list.
Okay.
Go down the list. I didn't hear you say that when Magic was here, but we'll talk about that.
Oh, damn. He said, damn, that's interesting. You want to talk now about Magic now that he ain't here, but when he was here, you all respect were like, yo, Magic, what's up, my dog? Bro.
You didn't say that when Magic was here.
You didn't say that when Magic was here.
The man got on the nine finals in 10 years.
I feel you on that. And by the way, he took Vlade Divac and those guys.
Yes.
It wasn't Kareem and Worthy and them. I got
But you saw what he did to Jordan in the first game, right?
Allow me.
Put a triple-double on him, they had to put Scottie Pippen on it.
That's cool.
Okay, I ain't gonna say he backed him down. Made it look like Kareem and Caldwell Jones. Okay, go ahead.
That's fair. Magic Johnson in the first title. Clyde Drexler and the crew the second title. Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson. Don't ignore that. Dan Marley and them the third title.
Good
Okay. Peyton, the glove with Sean Kemp before he became
that's
Sean
one
Clark.
Hall of Famer.
And then also you've got Karl Malone, John Stockton.
Yes.
And you have an NBA game that was considerably tougher at that particular moment in time than today's NBA game is in terms of physicality and what's allowed.
Yes.
So you can appreciate this.
Yes.
You can appreciate that.
But see,
when you can put your forearm on people, when you can hand check them, when you can do a lot of things you can't do now. Right now you get called for passing gas.
True, you will. But
it's a different game now. A lot of things you can't do now. Right now you get called for passing gas.
Wait, no. Let's go back.
You can appreciate that.
But see,
when you can put your forearm on people, when you can hand check them, when you can do a lot of things you can't do now. Right now you get called for passing gas.
For passing gas. No, you want to know what's really funny? He's describing this like an old head would describe football. Man, they used to kill mofos out there. Let me tell you. I remember LT sitting here and just bending. I remember LT went up to John Elway, right? And took him and bended this man like Superman bending a rebar. I remember that. Nowadays, you sit here and nowadays, you just breathe on a quarterback. 37 yards. Get him out the game. He's a savage. Get him out of here. Oh, God. Nah, that's funny to me. That's crazy. Nah, you used to elbow people. You used to hand check them. Nowadays, no. Tech, no. 35. No, 35. Passing gas. No, pass. Tech. He passing gas. That's nasty. Get that out of here. That's a tech. No. He's passing again. Get him out of here. You're fired. Get out of here.
You will. But
it's a different game now.
It's a different game now.
Stephen,
okay.
What you and the old school guard have equated physicality with talent. And skill. The guys in today's game are more skilled.
I totally agree with that.
Okay.
I totally agree with that. But you would know this better than me because you were an all-world player. Even though the game of the NFL has evolved significantly, you know good and damn well that if you were playing in this time, you would have adapted.
Yes.
You played in that time, you adapted.
Yeah.
The game in the 60s and 70s, you would have adapted to those times.
Of course.
So what I'm trying to say to you is this. Michael Jordan was what he needed to be. If he was playing today, he would be what he needed to be in order to be successful today.
I don't agree with that, but that's just how I view life in general. A lot of people can't, like, there's a lot of people. Like, the game is so different. It's like you have a lot of people. Like, you take someone from, like, any sport. You take them from, like, the 70s, and you have them play today's sport. They might not be as dynamic as they were. Because the game's, like, fundamentally different now. You take someone like... Bro, like, now, you take people who, like, especially like on the defense, people who were known to be killers, like headhunters, like I mean, like, they would take your head off if you went up against them. Nowadays, like, those kind of safeties, they aren't in the league like that anymore. You don't have too many hard hitters because it's like, you got to be careful on how you hit people because you got defenseless player, this, that, the other, you got targeting. It's like, you got to be careful on how you hit people now. So it's like, you have some people who just would lay people out. That was their problem. Like, they used to be when you played linebacker or safety, your job was to kill somebody. If you saw them with the ball, make them regret having the ball. Nowadays, you can't really do that, necessarily speaking. Now, granted, you still have Aaron Donald. You still have, T.J. Watt. You have a lot of people who just will tear up an offensive line and just brutalize a quarterback. That is true, but it's significantly different now. It's significantly different now. Basketball is not as intense nor as physically demanding as football. So I don't know much about it, so I can't really say. But it's like That's
all I'm trying to say. When you see greatness on that level, you have to concede that that's the case.
But see, all they asked Michael do was to cook. LeBron had to cook, he had to clean, he had to wait tables, he had to take orders.
Well, you can say that, but what I'm saying is if the brother's doing it on both sides of the floor, then obviously he's doing more than one thing.
He's doing that too. But
why is he doing more than one thing?
How many guys you know that are top 5 scorers and top 5 assists?
How about this? How about when Shaquille O'Neal with Penny Hardaway, Nick Anderson, 3D, Dennis Scott, and those boys were in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
How about the fact that they couldn't even get the ball past half court because Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan had them on lock and key?
Yeah, with Ron Harper.
Full court press. We ain't never see LeBron do that. We never see LeBron do that.
LeBron do that.
Stop it. He never did it.
You remember when
He never did it.
You remember when D Rose was the MVP? Y'all voted D Rose MVP. What he do to D Rose in the playoffs?
Excuse me.
D
Rose, what kind of team did he have? You couldn't tell me Joakim Noah and those boys was a supporting cast?
They did enough to get the #1 seed and you didn't say nothing.
So what?
You voted him MVP. That's why I called him. Ronnie told it.
I voted him MVP and still picked Miami to win that series. I knew they weren't going to beat Miami in the best of 7. Playoffs are different.
Yeah.
All right? But that don't mean LeBron deserved the MVP. And oh, by the way, I don't even knock LeBron James for not getting the MVP because when you're that great, you're not going to put all your efforts in over 82 games. You're playing for April, May, and June. So this is entirely plausible. I'm very fair to LeBron James. Your dollar back.
Sometimes.
Most times.
Sometimes.
I say all. It's just that I call it like I see it. I'm not emotional like you.
No. I saw you. I've been doing homework on you. Yeah, you know what? I got a call today from Michael Jordan. He rolled up on me in a black SUV and rolled the window down.
That's true.
Yeah.
That was scary. I thought he was going to shoot. I thought it was a drive-by. It was a drive-by. It scared the living hell out of me. You understand? I mean, that's an absolutely true story. But at the that's true. That was scary. I thought he was going to shoot. I thought he was a drive-by.
No, just rolled, bro. That is terrifying. Someone rolls up on you, rolls the window down slowly. That's a nah, dog. You can't do that. Especially like it's like Stephen A. from I think he's from like the hood or whatever. It's like no. You roll up on him. He's like, oh shit. Yeah, he's like shit. Bring my. Yo, Stephen A. was not prepared for that.
It was in Denver. I thought it was a Denver. You understand? I mean, that's an absolutely true story. But at the end of the day, all I'm trying to say is that LeBron is phenomenal. He's great. We should throw no shade on him. One of the greatest ever. Top 3.
I never see you saying one of it.
First of all, he will never be greater than Jordan to me. But more importantly, let's go to Kareem. 19-time All-Star, 6-time league MVP, champion on a high school level.
They don't get Kareem credit.
Champion at UCLA, champion in the NBA. Okay,
6 times.
Good Lord have mercy.
Six
all-time leading scorer before LeBron surpassed him. All of that stuff happened. I'm just saying, come on now. The resume is better, but I still don't believe he was the player that LeBron James is.
Yeah.
All right? But what I hold, and I'll say this to you, I'll tell you something that I very really said. If you took LeBron James' career from 2012 to now, and that was his history, from his first title to what he is now, and you wanted to make an argument against Jordan, I'm listening. The problem is we don't get to ignore those first 7 or 8 years where there were a couple of occasions where one, he was accused of quitting, and I don't believe that, by the way.
No,
I don't believe
they
that.
accused Noah of drunkenness.
No. I'm talking about this.
God still gave him the ark.
I got you, but I feel you. But it's
you can hear someone in the background. You can hear someone in the background. Oh, it's gonna be good. I can't wait till they cook this show up. Oh God. When the show start again, bro, I want the full egg. Give me the whole.
And I don't believe that, by the way. I don't believe
they
that.
They accused Noah of drunkenness.
No. I'm talking about this.
God still gave him the ark.
I got you, but I feel you. But it's true. But still accused him of drunkenness. Oh. But the point is, no. Against Boston, I don't believe that. It was a lot of stuff going on with LeBron. That's none of our business. That they were totally unfair to him, including his damn teammates.
Yeah.
But that's a different story for another day. I never held that against him.
Right.
But when you got 4 games against the Dallas Mavericks in which people looked at you and said, choke.
If you say that, you know what?
You cannot get past that.
I can't argue out that one. I can't argue out that one.
And that to me sealed the deal about the MJ LeBron comparison.
So what if he were to win a title this year?
Don't matter.
At 39 years of age.
So that don't erase Jordan.
See, there you go. That's the argument that people have when I was talking about Tom Brady not playing well. I'm not trying to take away what Jordan's accomplished.
I agree.
He got those rings.
Right.
He got 6 Finals MVPs.
Right.
He has 6 championships. He has 5 regular season MVPs.
Correct.
If LeBron gets another title, Stephen A., I'm not going to erase what Jordan did, but he already here for me.
Okay.
All he's doing is just.
But what I'm saying to you is, I already talked about the Dallas thing.
Yeah.
And I talked about moments which you can appreciate. What I'm trying to say to you is that when you are that dude, that doesn't happen to you often. That happened to Magic when they called him tragic because
84.
Dennis Johnson 84 and all that. We get all of that. You understand what I'm saying? But for the most part, that doesn't happen. And this is the kind of thing that you also have to pay attention to as well. Not only do you not get to say that about Jordan, but when you look at LeBron, think about this. You want me to tell you what I hold against him just as much as I held against the Dallas performance?
What?
The following year with the All-Star game. You got the ball in your hands. It's an exhibition.
Oh, he passed it.
It's an exhibition. It doesn't count.
Right.
It's all in fun.
Right.
Kobe claps his hand, God rest his soul.
So
and he's like, yo, let's come on with it. You got D-Wade on the court. You got Melo in the corner.
Yeah.
And he threw the pass. And all 3 of them, along with Kobe, descended on LeBron and said, yo, what's up? What you doing? Because they knew he was psyched out. He was messed up. And what I'm saying to you is that Kobe wasn't like that. MJ wasn't like that. D-Wade wasn't like that. In his first NBA Finals appearance, they down 0-2 to Dallas. D-Wade goes berserk, averages 37 in the last 4 games. I'm just saying it's stuff like that. It's not that you look at LeBron and you diminish him. It's just that you can't elevate him above somebody like MJ when I got that evidence to support my argument. That's all. And that's why I got him number 2 all-time. God strike me down. I mean, my Lord. I mean, what an insult. I mean, the number 2 all-time in the history of the game. And it's an insult. Only you and Rich Paul and people like that feel that way. Most of us sane individuals know better.
Most of us sane individuals, bruh. That crazy. That crazy. That crazy. God, that is crazy. That is crazy. Jesus Christ.